Hello, my name is Ida Bagus Mahaditya. Today I will presenting about metallurgy, especially in modern alloy production. Okay, we go to next slide. For the reference, I use book Metallurgy for the non-metallurgists, edited by Arthur C. Riordan. Okay, we go to the next slide. Content. Okay, here is several content that I will explain about in my presentation. The first one is effect of alloying and solidification. Next, solidification structure. Next, melting furnace. Next, molten metal processing. Next, primary production casting. Next, foundry casting. Next, non-ferrous casting alloy. Next, the last one is powder metallurgy. Okay, the first one is the effect of alloying solidification. The solidification of alloy is a complex process, and it is the most easily understood by examining of the solidification characteristic. However, some alloy have a unique alloying composition that eliminates the Mashi zone completely. Alloy that possess relatively wide freezing can be prone to void formation during the casting, while alloy composition near authentic melting point, where the freezing range is much narrower, that can have a clear advantage in the casting specific shapes or the geometries under the curtain condition. Okay, we go to the next slide. The solidification structure. A solidification structure is the process of turning a liquid into a solid is known as solidification. The molecule of the liquid slow down and create a stable structure as the result of a drop in temperature and increase the pressure. Okay, we go to the next slide. Melting furnace. A wide variety of furnace technology are available for melting metals. In steelmaking, for the example, pig iron is produced in blast furnace from the iron ore, limestone, and coke. There is several example of furnace like electric arc furnace that use an electric arc to heat the metal to a very high temperature and doesn't need molten iron to improving the smelting efficiency. The second is induction furnace. The induction furnace have become widely used means for the melting ferrous alloy. It and increasingly non-ferrous alloy as well. The third is crucible furnace, the one of the oldest and the simple type of melting unit that used in foundry. The furnace use a refractory crucible which contain the metal charge. The charge is hit by conduction of heat. Okay, to the next slide. Molten metal processing. molten metal is processed and handled in various way, depending on the alloy and melting practice that are used. Melting is a basic way of combining element for the purpose of the composition of the melt of refractories in the iron steel and steel making. Okay, we go to the next slide. The primary production. The primary production of metal normally involves the etcher ingot casting or the continuous casting of products such as strip, sheet, wire, or bar. Continuous casting over curtain benefit over static casting, but not all metal can be continuously casting. Static ingot casting. Sorry. Oh, there is several casting. The first one is static ingot casting, where molten metal is poured into the vertical opened the mold. The second is continuous casting process. Continuous casting might be defined as the continuous solidification and withdrawal of production from an open-ended shaping mold. Okay, we go to the next slide. The foundry casting. Foundry use various methods to cast a part with complex shape and interior surface. The choice of molding method depend on the several factors such as the part, size, shape, quantity, tooling, and the molten metal being poured into the mold. There is three broad categories. The first one is casting with extendable molds provides tremendous freedom of design in terms of size. Expandable molds methods are classified as further as either expandable mold with permanent patterns and the expandable molds with expandable pattern. The second is permanent mold casting. The permanent mold casting is particularly suitable for the high volume production of casting with fairly uniform wall thickness and limited undercut or the intricate internal coring. The third is die casting. Die casting is generally limited to the metal with low melting points. However, the high pressure die casting is one of the fastest methods for the net safe manufacturing of the part of non-ferrous alloy. Okay, we go to the next slide. Non-ferrous casting alloy. Non-ferrous casting refer to metal casting that do not contain iron as the primary component. Instead, they are made from metal such as aluminum, copper, zinc, and magnesium. There is several non-ferrous casting alloy. The first one is aluminum casting. Aluminum casting are the most versatile of the common foundry alloy and generally have the highest castability rating. The second is copper casting alloy. That copper casting alloy are available as sand, continuous centrifugal, permanent mold, and some die casting. The third is magnesium casting alloy. Magnesium casting of all type have found use in many commercial applications, especially in their lightness and rigidity are the major advantage. Magnesium casting alloy is good for portable tools and equipment. The fourth is zinc casting alloy. Zinc casting alloy is a die cast that process the most often used for the shaping zinc alloy. Sand casting, permanent mold casting, and continuous casting of zinc alloy are also practiced, but account for the less than 10% of zinc casting tonnage. Okay, we go to the next slide. Powder of metallurgy. Powder of metallurgy is a metal forming technology that use powder or metallic and ceramic as a raw material, which are formed into a specific shapes and dimension and subsequently sintered at high temperature. One of the more recent metallurgical development in the manufacture of modern alloy is the development of powder metallurgy processing. Metal powder can be produced using the wide variety of mechanical method, as well as by chemical and electrochemical method. Atomization is the most dominant method for producing metal and pre-alloyed metal from aluminum, brass, iron, low iron steel, titanium alloy, and many other important industrial alloy. Okay, we go to the next slide. Okay, this is the end of the slide. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next presentation, and goodbye.